and they did that flawlessly.
Never really perfect on the offensive end, and probably one or two possessions they'd love to have back, but on the whole, a tremendous synergy on offense.
Outside Leonard. 8 Brent tonight, 2 strong reserve units. As a player, what are some of the advantages of coming off the bench and playing?
I think, Kevin, if you think about coming off the bench and mentally you're into the game, you'll understand the rhythm of when you check in and where you might be able to take advantage of what they're doing defensively, some of their offensive schemes. You might have seen the sets, so it's important to pay attention while you're on the bench and then come in and impact the game in a positive way.
You can get in the flow of the game without even playing.
Sometimes, and then you also get to play against another team's bench, which can sometimes help you find your rhythm a lot quicker than going up against the starter.
Good point.
A lottery pick back in 2012, John Henson has pretty much flown under the radar except around the rim. People understand just how effective he can be there. A quality defender and rim protector.
Bledsoe with it. Out left to the wing. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Chris Middleton has the size in this league that you need to finish on the inside. They get that one up quick.
Outside, Green. Up top, Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Here's Lowry.
Come on.
Raptors get it back. Over in the corner, Green. Screen by Valanciunas. The drive by Lowry. Valanciunas with the ball. And it's Henson picking him up. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his first foul. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo.
Awesome defense. Just outstanding effort to reach his big hands in there and just rip the ball away.
Bledsoe right side. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
The defense was solid there, smothering him close inside, and that's how you want to guard him.
Screen by Valanciunas. The drive by Lowry. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
When you watch Kyle Lowry play, you see how much bigger he is than his stats. Does so many little things on both ends of the floor. I mean, he's a great screen setter, takes charges, all the things that don't necessarily show up in the stat sheet, but are important when it comes to winning.
Now here's Bledsoe for 3. Middleton. Another miss by Middleton.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And Greg, with Lowry, it isn't like he's quiet on the stat sheet either.
No, he is a bulldog. I mean, scores it, the playmaking. He's just complete in terms of a backcourt player. Rebounds as well as anybody for his position, and got good hands on defense. It just gives you a little bit of everything at that point guard position.
Antetokounmpo.
Good awareness from EB there. He knows that's his job. Get the ball to the open guys as the point guard.
Pass to Valanciunas. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And with Kawhi Leonard, he just does everything well on the floor. Offense, defense, rebounding, runs the floor. I mean, he is one of the more complete players in our league. He can completely take over a game on both ends. And that's that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Lets it go with the three. And it's Kyle Lowry with the rebound. And Greg, with Kawhi, started as a defensive stopper, but he now is so much more than that.
I mean, he's got a great outside shot, that pull-up jumper, the turnarounds in the post. He has the complete repertoire. You never would have thought he was only viewed as a defense guy once upon a time, but was already a fantastic player. But this is a guy that continues to just add to his game.
Got that one up quick.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Bledsoe with it. Lowry picks him up. For three, Middleton. New 24 for Milwaukee. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
Giannis right now getting hard work done on the inside to get some extra possessions.
Here's the screen. Here's Valanciunas. Another shot. The shot misses. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Here's Bledsoe. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Middleton outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Ibaka. Good work defensively by Ibaka.
And a tough game for the guys around him, mainly because his shot's been hit and miss.
Offensive rebound. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Well, beyond the physical stuff, what I like about Giannis right now is the feel for the game. That time, great timing defensively.
Here's Snell. For three, Middleton. But they recover it. Pass to Bledsoe. Here's Snell. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Toronto grabs the miss.
And right now, I think just his demeanor is hurting the team. His shooting's been off, and he knows it.
Valanciunas, good.
Well, this is the next step in evolution for Kawhi, showing great signs of improved playmaking.
Timeout called, the Bucks. And Greg, one of the stories that had started developing since last season was the talk of Kawhi Leonard wanting out. Too many soured relationships, it seemed.
And he was eventually moved after requesting a trade. Pop and the Spurs tried just about everything they could to convince him to stay. Probably the most drama for a team known for not having any drama.
Bucks trail by 5.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Henson. And here's Bledsoe. Shot clock at 6. For three, Middleton. Good on the triple. Middleton's got 5.
Well, Middleton hovers around that 40% mark from downtown in his career. It's a good-looking shot there.
Lowry can't get it to go.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Here's Snell. Henson in the corner. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And that misses. That would have put him up.
That's just poor shooting right now from him, and I'm not sure why he's even attempting those kind of shots.
And you just get the sense the whole period he's been a bit out of sync.
Yeah, sometimes you just can't figure out what's wrong, but he keeps trying to push through.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Henson with the screen. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. No good from Bledsoe. Raptors with the lead. Left side Lowry. Outside Leonard. Lays it up and banks it in. He has 7.
The strength and that body that Kawhi has, he finishes through contact as well as anyone in the league.
Bledsoe with it. Lowry picks him up. To the left side wing. Bledsoe outside. No good with the triple. Raptors leading by 4. Leonard on the wing. That 3 off the mark.
And lots of credit for the team around him. They're picking up the slack here tonight. They just can't buy a bucket right now.
Bledsoe outside. Pass to Middleton. There's the 3. Green with the rebound. Now Lowry, defended by Middleton. Valanciunas inside. Rebounded by the Bucks. Kicks it down to Middleton. Puts up a 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Middleton's got a couple of 3s now in the first for the Bucks. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Well, the Bucks, this is a franchise that for a long time just was treading water and chasing after a 7th or an 8th seed on the back end of the Eastern Conference playoffs. Not so much anymore. With Giannis Antetokounmpo leading the charge, the opportunity for the Bucks to do some damage in the playoffs is here.
So both teams making some changes here. Here's Toronto. Pass to Green. Now here's Valanciunas. Banked in off the glass. Valanciunas has got 6 points. And there's always pressure when you have a superstar player, Brent. And the Bucks are trying to capitalize on that window right now.
And I think Giannis, even though he's young, understands that great players are judged on how far they can push their teams. What type of postseason success can the Milwaukee Bucks have around what it is that Giannis can bring to the table? He wants to retire in a Bucks uniform. He's said that before, but winning makes that decision a lot easier. And maybe with the coaching change, they'll get there.
The Bucks trail and stolen by Wright. And here comes the break. The 3. And Tyler Zeller's going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. 4th team foul.
1:22 left in the first quarter of the game. Now here's Valanciunas. He's got 6.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. They set the pick. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. There's a minute left here in the opening quarter. Here's Maker. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Toronto leading by 3. Now Leonard. He's got 7. And it's off from 3-point range. To the middle. Leonard with the steal. And they're pushing it up. Here's Valanciunas. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Ooh, the D did just enough to keep him from scoring. Thought that was in for sure.
The Bucks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. The first one falls. And so Zeller nails both of them. And so here's Toronto. Out to the right wing. Back to right. Outside Leonard. Back to right. And the Raptors miss again. It's been all about Jonas Valanciunas for the Toronto Raptors. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be back with you shortly. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
I mean, really good with their post presence, and it's really allowed them to establish a physical tone here in the first.
Well, they're attacking the rim in more than one way, and with that kind of success, you feel like the defense is going to make the adjustment. Then you start playing inside out.
Now, here's Maker. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. A nice shot by Zeller. Zeller's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Bucks.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kyle Lowry is a player who has worked his way to stardom. He says, I still feel like I can be better. I'm never satisfied. My team is good, but I think the best I can be is a champion. There is no other goal in basketball. Guys.
D.A., that's how you truly create a legacy.
And his touch inside more than makes up for Lowry's lack of size. He's a terrific finisher in the paint and doesn't miss many once he gets in tight.
Pass to Brogdon. Wants to get it to Dellavedova and does. 4 on the shot clock. Maker with the ball. Now recovering. Off target from three-point range. Raptors with the lead. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. From downtown, that shot no good. And Milwaukee the other way now.
Yeah, just not his night so far, guys.
And here is Dellavedova. Pass to Zeller. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And stolen by Wright. Back to Siakam. Raptors moving the ball around. Anunoby, no good. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Well, we heard the great Kevin Garnett say that Thon Maker might earn a league MVP before it's all said and done. Wow, that's rarefied air. I'm not sure about that, but his size and skill and the combination of both is intriguing.
Here's the screen. And Maker sends it back.
Well, the positioning of Thon Maker is going to help him be a much more dependable shot blocker.
And that's what you want in transition, a high percentage opportunity.
The story is true, and here the defense does a very poor job of matching up.
Back to Wright. Rebounded by the Bucks. And Brent, you feel the Bucks are big believers in the potential of Thon Maker.
Well, they have to be. They selected him 10th back in 2016 in the draft, and some expected him to go at least 10 slots lower than that. But his combination of length and athleticism, the ability to shoot the ball, especially from the corners at his size, he's an interesting prospect for this roster.
And I like how scrappy and aggressive Lowry is on the court. And it's easy to see how much his teammates enjoy playing alongside him.
And the first one at the line is good. And Toronto making a change here. And so he's able to get one of two. You love a good mid-range game. We don't see it that much, but I know you have a couple guys you think have a pretty strong mid-range game.
You know, Chris Paul still has dominated the mid-range, Kevin. It was interesting because him joining the Houston Rockets, who it's all about threes and layups. Daryl Morey, I think, recognized we need somebody that can come off the pick and roll and make those kind of plays happen, not only at the rim for Capella, but shoot it himself. So Chris Paul still dominates in the mid-range. Kawhi Leonard has shown some skills at the mid-range, even though last year, obviously, just 9 games. He's still a dangerous weapon. It'll be interesting to see if that's still part of his arsenal for this season. And then C.J. McCollum has been one of the best mid-range scorers in the league for the Portland Trail Blazers over the past couple of seasons.
Pass to Henson. And here is Maker. Guarded by Valanciunas. Now Bledsoe. Snell from outside. Rebounded by Valanciunas. And there's the foul. It's on Tony Snell. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Checking in for Milwaukee.
There's Van Vliet. Pass to Valanciunas. Over Henson. Valanciunas, good. And it's a 4-point Raptor lead. And the Bucks with possession here. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. Knocks it loose. Here's Van Vliet. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. There's the lob at Kumbo. Leonard with the steal. Fast break Toronto. Here's Valanciunas.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
They set the pick. Back to Antetokounmpo to stop the run. And that's good off the glass that time. Antetokounmpo's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, I have no idea how he made that, but hey, sometimes a little bit of luck helps.
Leonard. But they get it back.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Now here's Bledsoe. Left side, Antetokounmpo. And the officials call a traveling violation.
This game is going to get even more out of hand unless they start valuing the basketball.
Toronto leading by 7. Back to Van Vliet. Pass to Ibaka. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Leonard with the steal. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. Uncovered. The rebound by the Bucks.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
Here's Van Vliet. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. No good from Valanciunas. Bledsoe right side. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Eric Bledsoe, Greg, one of the league's best slashers.
Yeah, he gets to the rim with regularity, and he finishes at a high rate, lives at the line. He is a nightmare in the open court.
Here's Van Vliet. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Valanciunas. And he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle, too.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And again, the Bucks miss. And the foul on John Henson. That's his third foul of the game.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his third foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
Down low.
So strong and so tough as a defender. Great on-ball defense from Bledsoe.
Bucks trail by 7. Antetokounmpo with the ball. He has 6. There's a good screen. Henson with the screen. For 3, Middleton. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Tough to recover when you continue to turn the basketball over at this rate.
The Raptors making a switch here. Toronto calls timeout. So many teams switching the pick and roll, and we can see it defensively, what it does. How are offenses countering that?
I think the offense is what they're doing, Kevin, is being selective as to who it is comes out to set the pick. If I'm Steph Curry or I'm Kyrie Irving, and I know there's a big defender guarding my 4-man or my 5-man, I'm going to call that screen up to the top of the key and make sure that I can go at the weaker defender that's guarding either one of my players to gain advantage.
And the Raptors making a change here. Here's Valanciunas. And Henson sends it back.
Well, he's a great shot blocker. Henson still trying to bring the rest of his game up to that level.
Right outside. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Bledsoe outside. Middleton for 3. For just the 4th time today, it is good. That one makes him 4 for 10.
First 3 of the quarter and 3rd overall, guys. The defense might want to step up just a little bit on him from this point on.
Well, last season we saw Valanciunas start to step out a bit with his shot.
You know, started taking about 1-3 a game, and you wonder if he's geared up to act more like a stretch 5 over the next part of his career. He's always had a great touch from the line and mid-range. Now, that just seems like a natural progression.
No good on the second free throw.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 5. From beyond the arc, it's rebounded by Leonard. Raptors leading by 5. From deep. The shot, no good. And Milwaukee the other way now. Now here's Bledsoe. In the corner, Snell with it. Bledsoe outside. Pass to Henson. Here's Antetokounmpo. But they'll get another chance. Bledsoe with it. Outside, Antetokounmpo. A second chance effort. And that's 2 points on the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 4 this quarter.
Making shots against good defense, that's what great NBA players have to do consistently. And if you want to be elite, which Giannis is, that's a prerequisite.
Buries it from 3-point range.
You can blame some poor defense on that play, just a total breakdown. You got to at least contest at some point.
There's the screen. Back to Bledsoe. Fires the 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Outside Leonard. No one near him. Count that one. And now it's an 8-point Raptor lead.
This is where all the extra hours of practice come into play. Leonard couldn't be more in sync on that catch and shoot.
Henson with the screen. Back to Bledsoe. Pass to Snell. Fires for three. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. .103 left now here in the second. Nobody near Leonard. And another basket for Toronto.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Now here's Bledsoe to the inside. Here's Henson. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Henson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's a pretty good move. Henson, I'll tell you what, being assertive when he has the ball like that, that's another dimension to the offense on the inside that they could use.
Here's Leonard. He's got 14.
I like the defensive effort. They did a good job altering the mid-range shot and then making the shooter feel a bit uneasy.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Henson with the screen. For three, Bledsoe gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
Sometimes it's about the decision being quick, and Bledsoe did a great job of making the right call that time in the pick and roll.
Here's Valanciunas. It's been all about Jonas Valanciunas for the Toronto Raptors. He made his mark in a big way on the boards in that quarter. Back right after this. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Bucks trail by 5. Now Bledsoe in the corner. Middleton with it. And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last. And Toronto has possession. They've led by as much as 10. On the wing, Green. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. And so it's Milwaukee now. And here's Bledsoe. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Henson. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
The turnover total in the first half, only 1, but a totally different story here in the second.
Toronto leading by 5. Screen by Valanciunas. From deep, Green sinks the three-pointer. Green's got the first bucket of the third here for the Raptors.
That play right there creates nice separation. Green coming off the screen in rhythm, ready to shoot.
Snell from outside, and it's good for 2. Henson's got 6.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trades.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
Now here's Leonard. 14 points for him. And another basket for Toronto.
Well, the Bucks with the superstar talent in Giannis Antetokounmpo, the critical decision this summer for selecting a new coach came down to a very qualified one in Mike Budenholzer. And with all the options out there, 9 coaching changes, I think that Bud saw the opportunity in Milwaukee as being a great one to push this team a little bit forward. The talent on the roster tantalizing enough for him to head to Milwaukee after his stint in Atlanta. They're playing with a huge bit of confidence and some fire here. They've recorded 3 in a row here, guys.
Middleton right side. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. 14 points for Chris Middleton.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Well, he's doing everything he can to make them competitive. And by everything, I mean draining threes.
Henson's shot is off.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Ibaka outside. Here's Leonard. He's got 18. Shoots. And Henson pulls it down. And Mike Budenholzer, the 2015 Coach of the Year. 4 titles, Brent, as an assistant in San Antonio. How do you like the fit for him now in Milwaukee?
Well, I think that the players are going to really enjoy the attention to detail that Coach Bud and his entire staff who are coming with him will put into place. There's an efficiency with which they'll get the work done. And they're going to have to be thinking on their feet, learning a new offense and some things fundamentally on defense that he'll get them excited about.
Here's Lowry, following the score by John Henson. And Kyle Lowry, good for 3. Lowry's got 8 points.
It's tough to tell what exactly happened to the D out there, but they simply don't look like they're engaged or even trying to stop their opponent.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 8. The shot's good from Henson. Toronto leading by 6. Leonard on the wing. It doesn't go for him. The Bucks go the other way with it. Antetokounmpo with the ball. To the paint. Here's Henson. And slam dunk by Henson.
Just more and more you see these small little plays that give you an idea how much Giannis is assimilating with his offensive game. Angles, passes, and more playmaking.
Toronto calls timeout.
You think about a coach looking into the eyes of one of his players and telling him to match up with Giannis Antetokounmpo and all the things that he brings to the table. That's a long night of restlessness before you match up. Press up on him, he'll blow by you. In transition, he's at the rim in 2 dribbles. Tough to stop that kid.
And the Raptors call time here. Antetokounmpo covers so much ground, Brent. He can almost go the entire length of the court in 2 dribbles.
Well, once he gets around towards the rim, his reach can make it seem like defenders aren't even there. Not just one defender, but multiple defenders. So it's unfair already, and you add that athleticism to what he can do. Wow, unstoppable offensive force.
Van Vliet bangs home the trifecta. Van Vliet's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Over to the left wing. 3-pointer, Snell.
Yeah, this has been a night where you could look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
Back to Lowry. The 9-foot shot. Here's Monroe. And he makes that one. And now a 9-point Raptor lead.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Inside. Stolen by Monroe. Here's Leonard. Finished off the break. Leonard's got 6 points in the quarter.
Right now he is locked in. He's getting great shots, and he's burning the D in a variety of ways.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
And he can't be stopped right now. The D looks like they're at a loss. They have no idea how to contain him.
Bucks trail by 11. Now here's Bledsoe. He's got 5. To halt the run. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Just a little lackluster so far with his effort. He's been very limited due to his poor shooting.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yeah, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
Trying to cut into this lead. Bad time for a miscue.
Yeah, they may have some ants in the pants right here. You just have to take what the defense gives you.
Now here is Lowry. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Makes it off the glass. And that's now 22 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Well, he's so dangerous, and he's also efficient with his offensive game. Leonard right now having a tremendous offensive game.
Middleton outside. Puts up a three. Toronto grabs the miss. Pass to Anunoby. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his first personal foul.
And from everything you hear about Giannis Antetokounmpo, he keeps a laser focus. Basketball and his family are his sole preoccupations.
And some have even compared Giannis to Kobe Bryant for his single-minded dedication, Greg, to improvement.
Yeah, you know, something of an introvert. Not a guy you'll find out on the town or schmoozing with other stars. He's content to save outside pursuits for after his playing days are done.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Now Brogdon. Rebound by Greg Monroe.
It looked like he wanted no part of that. Superb defense there, really making it tough on him.
Screen by Monroe. The drive by Lowry. And Craig Monroe with the slam.
Monroe doing a lot of the nuanced things that bigs do. Screen, cut, pass. Great job there creating room for the jumper.
And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Benson's got 10 points here in the second half.
Yeah, certainly an attitude change at halftime after sort of wandering around in the first. He's kicked it into gear here for the second frame.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 22. It's good from long range.
And they shot just over 30% in that first half. Not what they were looking for, obviously, but they're getting much better looks here since halftime and have brought that percentage up. And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Lowry can't get it to go. Bucks trail by 15. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 11 rebounds.
Antetokounmpo, those long strides and then fearless in his attack.
Now here's Monroe. Over in the corner, Green. Clock at 6. Takes a 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Henson. Stolen by Monroe. Here's Leonard. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here.
In for your Bucks, Tyler Zeller. Thon Maker.
And so here's Toronto.
Matthew Dellavedova.
Outside, Green. And there's a whistle that goes against Greg Monroe. That's foul number 2 for him.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Yeah, no question. It looks like they've rented out room along the perimeter in this ball game, and they're likely to keep doing this until the defense makes an adjustment.
It's stolen by Lowry. There's the 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Pick by Zeller. Inside. And the dunk by Zeller.
That's what it takes to run the pick and roll successfully. Be creative and be patient. Delhi did both.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Down low. It's tipped. Stolen by Monroe. Here's Anunoby.
2 minutes.
Outside, Green. Outside, Leonard. 6 to shoot. And no good that time. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Out to the wing. .136 left to play here in the third. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Here's the Raptors with the ball. They're on a 20-7 run. Pass to Zeller. Pick by Zeller. DiVincenzo. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
And what I like best is that he does it completely under control. Really gives the shooter nowhere to turn to.
Screen by Monroe. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. The Raptors have gone 6 of 9 at the line.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Now here is Dellavedova. Pass to Maker. Shoots a 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And they double up on Antetokounmpo. It's tipped. DiVincenzo. Doesn't go for him. And Toronto will go the other way with it. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Shots good by Green.
This is what Green brings to the offense, the unwavering confidence to rise up and hit threes.
DiVincenzo. The shot that time not on target. Good work defensively by Monroe. DiVincenzo takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that. Out in the
3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Raptors lead by 21. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th. Raptors leading by 21. Pass to Van Vliet. Around the world, Brent, we've seen the NBA take a role in helping youngsters learn to play the game of basketball the right way.
So incredible what Basketball Without Borders has done with the NBA junior program expanding itself last year in Treviso for the first time. The NBA doing a combine for EuroLeague players so they can start a database of the older professional, younger professional players playing overseas. It's a global game. Adam Silver is doing a remarkable job of promoting the game, and we're in a great place, Kevin.
The Raptors rebound.
And that's a good job of just getting after it on the backboard, gets them another possession, and allows them to run even more clock. And Kevin, after being unable to find the net in the first half, they sure seem to be a different team here in the second.
Henson with the screen. Pulls from the top of the key. And he knocks down the jumper. And that's 13 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
That's fun to see the handles coming out there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, how do you stop a near 7-footer who's got some dribble skills like that?
Toronto working the ball around now. 5 to shoot. Screened by Valanciunas. Here's Anunoby. And Henson pulls it down. Bucks trail by 21. And here is Dellavedova. In the corner, Middleton with it. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Henson with the screen. Antetokounmpo off the pick. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Whether as a starter or a defensive asset off the bench, Henson's willing to play whatever role the team needs him to.
That free throw missing. You look around the NBA, amazing players, global interest, franchise values are going through the roof. Do you feel like the league is entering a golden age if it's not already in a golden age?
I think it is, Kevin, at least offensively. What we've seen over the last 5 years with the adoption of most of the teams of the three-point shot, it's been some of the greatest offensive basketball the league has ever seen. And this idea that the evolution of the game stopped when it is at number 23 retired is kind of silly. I love where the game is at. I love where it's going. And I'm excited to be here tonight to watch this action with you.
Which number 23? We've got two pretty prominent number 23s in the history of this game.
I was thinking the
most
one
recent
I played
23?
against. Yeah,
oh,
that
that 23.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah. Back to Van Vliet. Pass to Valanciunas. Right from outside. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has hhis back. They need a little bit more help from him.
Lays it up and banks it in. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, Giannis scores inside, one of the best in the business at getting his feet wet in the paint, and a strong feel for the attack that time.
Pass to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
He's just so efficient, getting his points within the flow of the offense. Great recipe for success.
Here's Antetokounmpo. We love the sneakers these players wear. Now so many different styles. A lot of different signature shoes out there.
I'm not really a sneakerhead myself, Kevin. I didn't really fall down that rabbit hole, but I know some guys in the league, and we've seen photos of their closets at home filled with
hundreds.
Not hundreds. I've seen guys pushing thousands of pairs of shoes. Now that is dedication.
Worth a lot of money.
No doubt about it. And some of the guys, Kevin, don those specialty sneakers in big-time games. And the one guy that comes to mind for me is P.J. Tucker. Lots of play from P.J. Tucker about some of the things that he strapped on last year during the finals.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. For three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Antetokounmpo's got 20.
He can be just lethal from the perimeter. Even though he didn't get good looks in the first quarter, will that make right there? That can change things.
Here's Van Vliet. Three-pointer right. The three-pointer is right on target.
Oh, a little punch, counter-punch action. Neither side flinching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another, but doing it from distance.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. That's 23 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You know, he has single-handedly helped them carve into this lead thanks to his scoring in the quarter.
Back to Van Vliet. It's tipped. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Snell. Now here's Bledsoe. Defended by Ibaka. Here's Henson. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with. And look how engaged he is on both ends.
Right with it. Pass to Valanciunas. Over Bledsoe. And there are the Raptors with another bucket. Bucks trail by 19. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Henson with the screen. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Antetokounmpo's got 25 points in the game. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, Sade comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Here's Valanciunas. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 25.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
The shot by Bledsoe, nobody around. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Leonard, and it goes down 2 points. Leonard's got 16 here in the second half.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Trying to cut into this lead. Bad time for a miscue.
Yeah, they may have some ants in the pants right here. You just have to take what the defense gives you.